Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about something very fun. Have you ever wanted to relive your childhood fantasy of being a treasure hunter? Well, I might just have the answer for you. Today we're going to talk about geocaching. Geocaching is the adult version of a treasure hunting that can be fun for all ages, families, individuals, all of you all alike. Since I was 21, I've been hunting down geocaches of all shapes and sizes, and I've logged over 1,000 individual geocaches. I've also participated in nationwide geocaching events. Pretty cool. Today, we're going to talk about how anybody can turn around and be a geocacher. Everybody can be a modern day treasure hunter. We're going to cover the tools that you'll need. We're going to cover different types of equipment that you can use. And we're going to cover the different types of caches that they have available. First, let me explain to you some of the tools. Our little treasure map. So, for geocaching, you need some various tools. You're going to use apps and websites. Because geocaching, you have to use GPS coordinates to be able to find the treasure. So this app, you're going to find that on geocaching.com. And it's going to show you how the apps are logged, and it's also going to show you a whole entire map of where you can turn around and you can find geocaches within your area. Also, geocaches are worldwide. You can find them anywhere in any country. They are worldwide everywhere. Now that we've covered where you can find some of the tools, let's talk about the different types of geocaches that we have. So, geocaches come in 4 different styles. We've got traditional, multi, mystery, and earth. So, some of these are a little trickier than others to find. With a traditional cache, you're going to follow GPS coordinates. It's going to take you to a location, and it's going to be a little box with a log that you can sign, and sometimes there's going to be little treasures, little different items inside of it. A multi-cache is a little bit different. So a multi-cache, you're going to turn around and find the first geocache, and it's going to give you a hint for the GPS coordinates to your next one to be able to finish the cache. A mystery cache, same thing, except you're not going to know where you're going to wind up with that one. And earth cache, it's very, very simplistic. There's nothing to be found, nothing to be given as a treasure for that one. That one's going to take you to historical sites. You're going to be able to learn the history. A lot of fun things with earth caches. So now that you know what type of geocaches you can hunt for, we can talk about some of the equipment that you're going to need for your best experience with a geocache. So when it comes to geocaching, you need different types of tools and equipment and different things to stay safe. So here's an example of some of the geocaches you can find for a traditional cache. And then some of the tools, you can make it as wide and expansive as you want it. It can be as big as you want it to be or as simple as you want it to be. It depends on how far you want to get into this hobby. So here's an example of some of the tools. Now just remember, when it comes to geocaching, stay safe. That's the biggest priority out of all of this. Remember, stay safe. Don't get muggled, which is having somebody who doesn't geocache turn around and walk up on you while you're geocaching. And most importantly, have fun. So remember, today we talked about where you can find your equipment, what kind of tools you can use, and the various types of caches that they have for this. Geocaching really does give you a thrill. It is the treasure hunting experience for adults. So geocaching is one of my favorite hobbies. I recommend gearing up and finding your very own cache. I promise you won't be able to stop at just one.